all I can really offer is that I guess I wouldn't claim to be religious by any of those definitions. And I'd say that it's, to answer your question, it's pointless. There isn't really a point in it. I can only say I never said otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, from my conversations here, I mean, it's only been 2 conversations, like this week and last week, not last week, week before, but you actually seem more of a deistic person that just happens to believe in Christianity, much like another user. I don't know if she's still in at the moment, but there's a person in Blog TV earlier called New Generation Anarchy, and she's of a very similar mindset. I mean, like I say, you both just seem like very deistic people that believe in a god, but it just happens to believe the Christian God, because you don't hold the doctrines to a higher degree than what constitutes a religion, in my opinion.
Yes, that's a fair point. So, well, I can let you know what happens next. I can let you know what happens to me next, and since you want to wrap up, I'll just say it was good. It was a good discussion on determinism versus free will. I liked the points I'll just acknowledge Taz69, like his points in the Blog TV chat. It's true, it is pretty pointless to want to take revenge out in satisfaction. And, well, I'll let you know how I get along, because, to be honest, I don't know if my beliefs will hold, so...
I mean, I don't want to make it seem like we're here to try and convince you that we're here just to put our position across on what the arguments that we have versus the arguments.
I'm not accusing you of that, but I've attempted to sort of debate my beliefs, and I've kind of, on each occasion, that I've sort of hit a quagmire and had to kind of change it as I've gone along, and it's deviated so much from what I initially believed in. I wonder if I can, if I'm really just holding on for the sake of it. But
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, if there really is nothing to this, you really might as well just off yourself, because sooner or later you will die, you know. So
I don't agree with that. I mean,
no,
I don't think that at all.
But I'll leave it at a closing statement. I hope I had a more fruitful discussion than that guy from before.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So hopefully, I hope that we'll do this again sometime. And in future, please refrain from having such prats as your guests. That was no, seriously. That first hour of the show was just was a chore to actually endure.
Yeah.
That because
I don't know about you guys, but I actually didn't have any alcohol around, so yeah, it was major torture for me.
I know, I didn't have any either. I mean, I was like trying to gouge my ears out. I'm like, oh no, please make it stop.
I'm slightly hungover, so it was even worse. I was dealing with 2 torments.
So I'll let the other callers get on then.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks very much, mate.
Show, mate.
Thanks for your call, Warrior.
Right, thanks for having me.
How many subscribers does Thickshades have? I hope he doesn't have that many.
It's about 140 on one of his channels.
How many?
140 on one of his channels, from what I've seen, anyway. He has about 20 channels, that's the thing.
Oh, well, thank God.
I know. And
he doesn't have that many.
He has about 3,000 videos as well. I couldn't believe that. You'd have to look it up. It's absolutely mental. He has far too much spare time. He says he's looking after his kids, and judging by what I've seen of how many videos he's made, it doesn't look as if he's done a damn thing.
There's another one that's quite similar, but the user is called Mr. Intelligent Design. It's a completely new one, and he's saying that he's reformed Intelligent Design and made it so it can be tested and proven and all that sort of thing. And from what I've seen, I don't know if you've seen it, but from what I've seen, it just seems like he's just throwing about a bunch of fucking scientific terms that he's got from Wikipedia or whatever. and I'd like one of you lot to go after it. I mean, I'm not interested in it. Just letting it go out there. He's only been active for about a month, and he's got like 30 videos minimum.
We have Anti. Sorry,
Anti-Yahweh. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
yes. We
Hello?
can everyone on the blog TV hear?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, I can hear her.
All right. I got a bit of a lag on my end, but that's all right.
Whoa. Is it a girl? Who's this?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, we hear you.
Are
Okay.
you
All
okay?
right.
I just have to ask me.
How do I get rid of the echo?
mute Blog
Mute
TV.
blog TV.
That's it.
Anti-Yahweh, are you a girl or just a really, really young boy?
I think she just said in the chat that she's a woman.
Holy shit.
The only surprise there's women on the internet.
Or lady boy. What? Yeah, there's no such thing as females on the internet. Get out. Tits are GTFO.
Yep, we're all fake. Got that right.
We do not read, we do not count. Post your tits or get the fuck out.
Okay, I closed the blog TV one, so there shouldn't be the echo anymore.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the questions that we have from you?
Anti-Yahweh over here. Yeah, my question for the theist is, how do you differentiate between religious experience and psychosis, since they're both not provable and in your head?
That is a good question. I suppose. How would you? I suppose you couldn't really, because you would have to prove that to a third party. But how can you prove a religious experience by definition to another person, unless this religious experience makes a specific prediction or something that is not known at the time? It has to be very specific. Like, for example, I know there was a guy who called into the atheist experience about, I know it's a separate topic, but the same could be applied here, about an out-of-body experience. And the way he went about testing it is that he put one card that he didn't know in a drawer, face down. And when he had his out-of-body experience, he checked that card. Then when he woke up, he went to see if that was the right card, and of course it wasn't. So I suppose something along the lines of that you can, a specific claim or a specific prediction.
Okay.
If anyone else to go on to that.
Something like that is more just proving that out-of-body experiences are possible. It doesn't necessarily say that you did it because of a deity. So if they want to say that that is proof of God, it's not. It's just proof of the human potential.
Sorry, you're just cutting in and out. Could you just say that again?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I said an out-of-body experience wouldn't prove a deity. It would only prove human potential.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I wasn't. I wasn't saying that an out-of-body experience would be a proof of God. I was saying that a personal religious experience would be saying that to differentiate psychosis and a personal religious experience is that this religious experience would have to make specific claims that are not known at the time, or specific predictions, not a general prediction that something will happen in May, something really specific, such and such will happen on such and such a day or such and such a time. And if that comes to pass, then that is a very, very good indication. And that was just an analogy, my example of the out-of-body experience. It was just an analogy. I wasn't saying an out-of-body experience.
Oh, yeah,
But if I came across, if that's what I came across as, I'm sorry. I'm not in the. I'm a little bit tired at the moment, getting things ready. But hopefully, I hope that makes sense. If I explained that right.
Yeah, it makes sense. I was just saying, if somebody tried to use that as like proof of a deity, it wouldn't really be applicable.
It wouldn't be a proof of a deity. It would be a proof of supernatural experiences, which would give more credibility to a deity. So I can kind of see where they're going with that. But you're right that it doesn't prove a deity exists, just that supernatural experiences can happen. But even to that point, that is still, as far as I'm aware from what I've seen, there's no such thing as supernatural occurrences. Just in that particular instance, brain chemistry and, as Kitch was saying, psychosis as well. So.
I wanted to tell y'all a question I was proposed recently. It was, how can you be an atheist and still believe in, supernatural things like that? Because there has to be a God for it. And I'm like, I don't really want to address that because it feels like I'm being put on the defense. But I know we do that to the theists all the time anyway. But still, I mean, how can we equate that there are spiritual experiences, but it's not because of a deity, and still be atheist?
Well, I think there has to be maybe we should